So, number one, if you go to the assignments section, you'll see that we've got, this is all the information you need to log into the FTP software and connect to the server where we're going to upload the files. Um, Depending on what FTP software you use, it may not use the same name um, for any of these, but it's going to say something roughly like this. Password, I think, is always password. I think that name is pretty much in common. Host name, I can't think of some of the other terms, but it may be something different than that. But the first item of information you fill in is going to be this one here. And this is actually the name of the server, or the URL of the server that we're going to be connecting to. Then there's a username, um, which is this. And again, that may have a slightly different description here, but it's going to be the second item. And then the password is always the password. This may say login, so it may be login password. All of this stuff is case sensitive, so that if you get the wrong case, you know, uppercase something, that's going to screw it up. So all you have to do is type it exactly like you see it there. Mm-hmm. Yep. And as I said, it may look a little bit different depending on the software that you use. So let me get rid of this for the minute here. And we'll get rid of that. And I'm going to open up Fetch. So that screenshot was done using Fetch, so it should look exactly like this. If it doesn't automatically go to this thing where it says new connection, normally there'll be an icon, a button to push that'll say new connection, or maybe you'll have to go up to the menu, and in this case it's under the file menu. There's a new connection option. Basically, you want to set up a new connection. That's what we're doing. So host name, so that first piece of information, username, underscore, 10, and password is SPRING2010, connect, ta-da. Okay, so this is what you're going to see, and hopefully you see your name there. Did I miss anybody? Everybody's name is there, I hope. I don't know if I can make that any bigger for you back there in the cheap seats. No, I can't. Sorry. Nope, that's as big as it's going to be. Oh, does anybody know the trick to make the whole screen larger? Somebody in the other class. Option to scroll with the mouse? Oh, it's not working. Control? Oh, there we go. Oh, great. Oh, but then it follows you around. That's what's really confusing. Okay. Anyway, oh, I don't think that's gonna work. Oh, that's way too. Now, how do I There we go. Okay. Take my word for it. You each have a folder here with your last name. Right now, there's nothing in it. So if Alex isn't here, but if we open that up, see there's nothing in it. So here's the deal. When you want to take something from your desktop and move it to the server, that's called either upload or put. So you see put, little icon for you visual folks out there. That's the world. That's the World Wide Web. So you're going from your screen, your computer, to the world. So that's putting it. If you want to take something that's here, like if we wanted to take this folder and copy it to our desktop, we would get it. And that's sometimes called downloading. So you've got upload and download, or put and get. On the Mac, normally, well, all the FTP software I've ever used, you can simply drag and drop. And if you like drag and drop, then let's just say this is my whole website here. Well, all right, before I do that, let's just fix this, because on your website, you should not have any DOCs. So that's a Word document. So don't upload that. You might use a PDF possibly, so I guess we might conceivably upload that. There's another DOC. Let's get rid of that. Do not take up my valuable server space with your doggone Word documents. And in terms of images, everything that you see here should be a GIF, a PNG, or a JPEG. Do not upload any PSDs. Do not upload any TIFFs, because they're all big files. They're going to take up a lot of server space, and they're never going to be seen on the web because none of those are web formats. So yeah, you're going to have a PSD that you're going to be using to make your artwork. That's great. Just don't put it in the folder that's actually your website itself. You could set up a separate folder called PSD or artwork or whatever you want to call it and keep it in there. But everything on your website, if it's an image, it needs to be a GIF, a PNG, or a JPEG. Then the rest of these should be all HTMLs and possibly a PDF if you're going to link to a PDF, but in this case we're not, so we're going to get rid of those two. And let's fix this before I upload it. There's a terrible mistake here in terms of how one of the files is named. Okay, so there's spaces here. See that? So we definitely need to get rid of those spaces. But there's one other thing about this name for the home page. Home page always on the server is called index.html. Always, 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 always. And there's a reason for that. So that if your website as it currently exists does not have an index.htm or html, either one will work, for the home page. So if you've named it something else like Al's first page, change it to index.html. Nope. Nope. And here's the difference. It can be called your name underscore index.html, but when you upload it to the server, it's not going to work the way an index page should work, because the browser is automatically set to go to a file named index.html without you having to say that. So when you type in the URL www.google.com, it's automatically looking for index.html, and that's what it's going to show you.